What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. So you're thinking about buying a new car but you don't want to get ripped off. What do? Well, buying a new or a used car can be a scary process because there are so many moving parts that drive your decision-making process and you don't want to get taken for a ride. Sorry about that. From now on, all car puns are in the rearview mirror. You know what I mean? In this video, I'm not going to be talking about how much of a car you can afford or how much you should be spending on a car. I'm going to be talking more about how not to get ripped off when you're buying a car. But if you're looking for how to see what you can afford, I'll link some videos for you to watch in the description below. Today, let's go over 5 ways not to get ripped off when you're buying your next car. And before we get into it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below. It's just below the screen. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you don't miss our new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first way not to get ripped off is by not going into the dealership. Well, let me clarify. You do want to go into the dealership to find which car you want, but don't just go in there and start throwing numbers around. $50,000 car, huh? Well, will you sell it to me for $20,000? Think of it like a basketball game. When you go into the dealership, the salesperson has home court advantage and they have the upper hand on the negotiation. So go there to test drive a car and figure out what car you want, but don't go there to lock in a price. Save that for when you have home court advantage, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Second, don't let the dealer know that you're desperate. This isn't just a car dealership trick. This is more of a life negotiating skill. Don't just walk into the dealership and say, "Hi, Mr. or Mrs. Dealer. Listen, I need a car by tomorrow because I have this big interview coming up and I can't get an Uber because let's just say that I'm not a very good passenger and I have a very low rating on Uber. And I can't ride the bus because the bus doesn't go to the city where I need to go. Oh, and I can't have my friends drop me off because, well, I don't have any friends." If you walk into the dealership and you start spitting your life story about how you don't have any friends and why you need a car today, they're not gonna feel sad about what's going on. Well, they might try to be your friend when you're there, but in the back of their mind, they already know that they closed the sale before they even mention a price because you have nowhere else to go. Look, salespeople earn a living by selling. This doesn't mean they're bad people, that's just what they do. So your job is to learn how to negotiate. It's all about leverage. If you're on the dealer's court, they have home court advantage, and if they know that you need to buy today, well, now the dealer has all the leverage. So if they ask you, when are you looking to buy? Let them know that whenever you find a good deal and that you're not in a real rush. Even if you are in a rush, you essentially want to let the dealer know that you're in the market for a car. This way they take you seriously, but you don't want to show all your cards. The third thing you can do is play the game on your court. After you figure out which car you want to buy, now it's time to figure out how much you have to pay for this car. So this is where we have some conflict of interest because you, the buyer, wants to pay the lowest amount possible and the salesperson wants to sell you the car for the highest amount possible. So you need to figure out how to leverage this the most your way. That's why you want to have home court advantage. This way you can negotiate on your turf. Start by emailing a few different dealerships, asking them to price out the car that you want to buy. You need to do this through email. This way the salesperson doesn't see you dripping in sweat when you're negotiating. Well, that and it's the most efficient way to find a price. Plus now you're negotiating on your court. The last thing you want to do is go into the dealership and spend 3 hours negotiating a car and then A, you either buy it and then later realize that you overpaid for it, or B, you walk away because you feel like you're getting screwed over and now half your day was just wasted. When you do this through email, now not only are you saving time, but now you'll make sure that you're getting the best price for your car. Once you got the emails with the prices, now it's time for step 4. Negotiate. Once you get the different bids, then you'll realize that you have a huge range of prices for the exact same car from different dealers. You want to start by having the salespeople bid against themselves to give you the best price on the car. But before you go back and say, "Hey, this other dealership down the street is selling me the exact same car for $3,000 less, can you beat that price?" I want you to do a little bit of research. go online and see what the dealer's cost is on that car, or if it's a used car, see how much the car should actually be worth. This will give you an idea of how much negotiating room you have on the car, and then you want to take the lowest price that you got and use that as leverage to get you the best price. Once you get the second round of numbers from the dealers, now is when you want to make your offer. And that's where knowing what the dealer's cost is, or what the actual value of the car is very important. And this brings us to step number 5. Use your resources. So I'm going to assume that you've been subscribed to our channel and you've been watching our videos, so you understand that it's never okay to finance a car. But I'm going to give you one small, little, tiny exception. What you mean, Jasprit? Well, I mean that you should never, ever finance a car. A car is a liability. It's a consumer expense. It goes down in value. When you buy a car and you finance it, now you are going to pay a premium to buy something that's going down in value. You don't want to do that. But sometimes dealers can make extra money when you throw the F-bomb financing word out there. If you can confirm that there is no prepayment penalty, then you can hypothetically finance your car today. This way you can potentially get a lower price on the car, and then you can pay off the entire car balance before the first payment is due. This way you don't have to pay any interest. In this scenario, you were able to lock in a lower price on the car because you were DTF, down to finance, but you paid off the entire car before the first payment was due, so you don't have to pay any additional interest. I hope that being taken under the hood of this car buying process gives you confidence, so when the rubber hits the road and it's your buying time, you're firing on all cylinders. What? What's so funny? Did I miss a tip? If you have other ideas on how not to get ripped off when you're buying your next car, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when our new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.